Flying cars, once the stuff of cartoons and sci-fi, are suddenly on the brink of becoming real. This week, President Trump signed an executive order to accelerate flying car programs, and the world's biggest investors are betting billions on a future where you can hail a ride that lifts off vertically and soars above city traffic. But as Wall Street's excitement builds, a new race is on. Who will own the skies? And how soon will flying cars become part of everyday life? Morgan Stanley projects the electric vehicle aviation industry could be worth $9 trillion by the year 2050. 50 companies are racing to build flying cars, from Joby Technologies to Pivotal, Archer, and Beta. What was once a fringe idea is now a vibrant, high-stakes industry. But the question remains, will regulators, technology, and public trust keep up with the dream? 15 years ago, flying cars were a punchline. Today, Joby Technologies is valued at nearly $6.7 billion, almost 15% of General Motors' market cap. They're Vision Air taxis that whisk you from Wall Street to JFK, seamlessly connecting with your Delta flight. At their California factory, Joby is building vertical takeoff and landing aircraft designed for city networks, aiming for FAA certification and the first passenger flights in Dubai by 2026. The goal? To make flying as intuitive as driving, with takeoff spots as common as subway stations. Joby's aircraft are powered by batteries with a capacity of 1.5 Tesla Model X's. The company has already achieved multiple stages of FAA certification and is now submitting test plans for the final phase. But it's not just about technology. Noise is a major challenge. Joby's team is working to make their aircraft as quiet as wind in the trees, so city dwellers won't even notice them overhead. But Joby isn't alone. Pivotal, backed by Larry Page, is taking a different approach. Personal aerial vehicles for private owners, public safety, and emergency response. Their mission is to change how humanity moves through the air, starting with ultralight, single-seat aircraft. Pivotal's training program is designed so even non-pilots can learn to fly safely in just a few days, with simulator and real-world training. Their focus is to deliver life-saving medical response, with paramedics reaching emergencies in minutes, not hours. The biggest hurdle? Regulation. Both Joby and Pivotal have spent over a decade navigating the FAA's complex certification process. The rules for flying cars are being written in real time, with safety and risk at the center of every decision. The challenge is enormous, building new technology while inventing the regulations to govern it. But the current administration is pushing hard to lower barriers and speed up commercial operations. Battery technology has finally caught up to the dream, but even now, flying cars are limited by energy density. Today's aircraft can fly about 20 minutes or 5 miles, just at the edge of what's practical. Scaling up will require new infrastructure, from charging stations to takeoff pads, and cost efficiencies that only mass production can achieve. Like the early days of automobiles, it may take years before flying cars are affordable for millions. The stakes are enormous. S&P Global expects Joby to grow from 6 to 56 aircraft by 2030, generating $3.5 billion in revenue if they get FAA certification. The business model is simple: sell seats, not just flights. You just open the app, get picked up, and share a ride to the nearest takeoff spot. The dream here is to make flying cars as affordable as Uber Black, and eventually, as common as driving your own car. But can anyone really fly one? Pivotal believes their aircraft are 3 to 4 times safer per mile than driving a car. Their vision is a culture of zero risk, with every pilot certified through their own training program. The company hopes to launch pilot operations in the US within months, saving lives and training paramedics as pilots. Their approach is incremental: start small, prove safety, and scale up as technology and trust grow. Yet the path to mass adoption is steep. Regulatory hurdles, battery limitations, and the need for new infrastructure all stand in the way. The analogy is clear: building flying cars is like putting an engine on a plane while flying it. But with government support and billions in investment, the momentum is unstoppable. The real breakthrough will come when costs drop and production ramps up. Just as the assembly line made cars accessible to millions, flying cars will only take off when they are affordable and convenient. Companies are betting that within a decade, thousands of aircraft will be produced each year, driving down prices and making urban air mobility a reality. The dream is closer than ever. Flying cars are no longer science fiction. They're being built, tested, and prepared for launch. The first commercial flights may begin in Dubai in 2026, with US cities close behind. The promise to transform commutes, save lives, and unlock the sky for everyone. So, are you ready for takeoff? The race for flying cars is on, and the future of transportation is about to leap off the ground. Will you be one of the first to ride, or will you watch from below as the world changes above your head? The sky is no longer the limit. It's the next frontier.